When you form a limited liability company in New York, you're required to publish a notice of formation in 2 local newspapers and file the New York Certificate of Publication. This is known as the New York LLC publication requirement. These publication requirements cost extra money, and when starting a business, you want to be as smart with your money as possible. In this video, we're going to talk about how to save money on New York publication requirements, how to complete New York's LLC publication requirements, and the penalties for not completing New York's publication requirements. Section 206 of New York LLC law requires that LLCs publish a notice of formation once a week for 6 weeks in 2 newspapers, one daily and one weekly, that operate from the same county as the LLC's principal address. For LLCs in counties where publication fees are high, like New York County, this can be very expensive. For some small business owners, the expense could keep them from starting an LLC. There are 2 main strategies used by entrepreneurs to save money on New York LLC publication costs. Either publish in counties where costs are low, or use the wait and see approach. We'll start by looking at publishing in counties where the publication costs are low. Some registered agent services allow you to use their office as your principal office, which in turn allows you to publish in an affordable county. For many new LLCs, the registered agent address is the only address they have until they lease office space. Until then, the registered agent service address can serve as the LLC's principal address. Northwest is a registered agent service located in Albany, where the cost of publishing is very low. Use our links below to get a discount if you decide to use Northwest. They offer free registered agent services for 1 year with LLC formation service. After hiring a registered agent service in Albany, you can complete the publication requirement yourself or hire your registered agent service to complete the task. Northwest offers affordable publication as an additional service. If you choose to complete the publication step yourself, we recommend the Times Union and the Altamont Enterprise. Next, we'll look at the wait and see approach. Some entrepreneurs choose to wait and see if their business is going to be successful before complying with the New York publication requirement. If their business is going to succeed, they can comply with the law and have no penalties. If their business is not going to succeed, they can simply dissolve their LLC and move on to their next venture. Now, let's look at how to actually complete New York's LLC publication requirements. Limited liability companies in New York are required to publish a notice of LLC formation and file the New York Certificate of Publication for Domestic Limited Liability Company with the New York Department of State within 120 days of formation. Steps to completing the New York LLC publication requirement yourself include the following. Form a New York LLC yourself or use a registered agent service. Publish a notice in 2 newspapers in the same county as the principal address of business of the LLC within 120 days of LLC formation for 6 consecutive weeks. 1 newspaper must be daily and 1 newspaper must be weekly. After publication, the newspapers will send you an affidavit of publication. File the affidavit of publication with the New York Certificate of Publication for Domestic Limited Liability Company with the Secretary of State. The publication filing fee is $50. The Certificate of Publication filing fee with the affidavits of publication for the newspapers must be submitted to the New York Department of State Division of Corporations, 1 Commerce Plaza, 99 Washington Avenue, Albany, New York, 12231. The notice of formation is the print that will be published by the newspapers. New York has strict guidelines for the format of the notice of formation. For examples using these guidelines and a list of approved New York newspapers, check out our page linked below. Finally, let's look at the penalties for not completing publication requirements. The state of New York has 2 penalties for business entities that fail to comply with the publication requirements. The first is that your business cannot use the New York court system to sue until the publication requirement is fulfilled retroactively. And the second is your business might not be in good standing, and if you're sued, your corporate veil could be pierced. Both of these penalties may be resolved by simply publishing your notice of publication. Once the publication is complete, your business may once again file suit in a New York state court. Forming an LLC in New York comes with the added cost of publication requirements. You can help reduce these costs by publishing in a paper with cheaper publication costs using a registered agent located in that county. You have 120 days after formation before complying with New York publication requirements, So you can also just wait and see if your business is successful before following through. And if you're not successful, you can just dissolve your LLC. If you fail to meet the publication requirements, you'll lose access to the New York court system and potentially lose your corporate veil until you meet the publication requirements. For more information and our full guide on New York publication requirements, check out our page at howtostartanllc.com. There we also provide all sorts of free resources and guides to help with the formation and operation of your business. Good luck with your small business.